come nice with it. We just flowing. I'm starting to hold my own. 24 bottles, I'm in my zone. Starting to feel like rappers is clones. Get your girlfriend, she's attached, I'm on the road. Always calling my phone. Just got a text from her, she's so alone. Put my feelings aside, I'm getting thrown. In the book, just reminiscing on feelings, it's getting old. History's in the making. I'm done with all of y'all faking. Ego, my ego big as a basement. Mixtape drop, y'all can tell I'm making a statement. Shawty look like Rihanna. Into the groove, she switch it up to Madonna. Back then, I used it as a reminder. But I ain't sweating it like a sauna. Hardest flow on the record. Suckers want me on records. Living life is a blessing. Probably settle down when I meet a chick off the Essence. Not really my preference. Ray-Bans looking crisp, caught me a Lexus. Sometimes I see you putting the effort. You want me as your man, I'm like, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game.
1 2 1 2. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Conversations in Crete with my guy Shimmy. He should be popping on. I actually missed him. He was on. I screwed up, but we're gonna make it right. Good to see everyone. Shouts out to my brother-in-law in the building. What's up, brother-in-law? What's up, Nicole Harris? Thank you for coming through. Shouts out to Miss Christina for coming through. Shouts out to Tiff Trey for coming through. Nicole Harris said, I love the funny. She said, I love the funny video you made for Marla and Christina. Hey, it's real life out here in these streets. I mean, they were standing on their business, I guess. Shouts out to Miss Leslie. Shout out, okay. Miss Christina, hey, Creedy Weedy. And Miss Nicole Harris said, I heard. Okay, great to see you guys. We're gonna do something slightly different this go around, but we're going to make a lot of changes to the show, period. I'm gonna put the link up, right? We're gonna put that up early because we're gonna give you guys a chance to pop up with a topic, but then the topic will be the first part of whoever one of you guys, if y'all have a topic, and then we're gonna go with the original topic of the show. We're gonna keep it exciting, all right? So the link is up in the comment section. So if you guys ready to step up, let me know. Let's go. Meanwhile, also, I want to know you guys' mental health check. Where's your mental state at tonight? It's Friday, podcast night. Conversations in Crete with Sweet Mama G, if she show up, Mama G, and DJ Shimmy, and everybody else. Sometimes we'll have Pokey Sue. Sometimes we'll have we got Tasha Baker in the building. What's up, Tasha Baker? And sometimes we'll have well, most of the time we have Shimmy. We also have Miss Leslie popping up on. Actually, speaking of Miss Leslie, popping up. Here we go. Hello, Miss Leslie. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. We have Miss Christina said that she's a 5. Miss Christina, that's boss. That's boss. It's great to hear that you're a 5. You know what I'm saying? How about you, Miss Leslie? Where are you at in your mental state today?
I'm a 5.
Oh, good. Good to hear.
I've had some stuff going on, but it's great to have family to bounce stuff off of and friends, and it's just a blessing.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Okay, hold on. We have another early bird. What's up, Miss Christina?
Hi, Christina.
Y'all coming on early?
Hello, Leslie.
Yeah, y'all come a little
Finally.
early. Yes. We and the way we're gonna do this thing tonight is we're gonna give you guys a chance to we're gonna give you guys a chance to start off with a topic, right? But give yourself a few minutes if that's what it takes. But what's up, Pokey Sue in the building? Say laugh out loud. What up, everyone? Good evening. Good evening, Pokey Sue. Miss Tasha Baker said, I'm a 5 because I'm alive and well. I'm good in spirits. That's so great to hear. I'm telling y'all. I love it, and everybody else love it when you guys come on already in good spirits. I'm gonna tell y'all that. So how was y'all week so far? I'm gonna ask y'all that.
Crazy.
Crazy?
But I'll tell you, this show
Mhm.
helps me keep going, being
That
with
is awesome.
everyone on the show.
That's awesome. Awesome. Good to hear. How about you, Miss Christina?
It's been a bipolar week.
A bipolar week. Okay.
Yep.
Um.
I do kind of have a topic though.
Okay. Please share. Please share.
What about ghosting?
Ghosting. If that's what you want to talk about,
Like,
let's bring it.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh
Pokey
no,
Sue.
go ahead. I was just saying I didn't know what the statistics was about who ghost more, men or women or.
Honestly, who would ghost?
I like to pick your brain, Creep.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Here's my thing. Who I would think would ghost the most would be a woman would ghost a man the most. A woman would out ghost a man. I'm gonna tell you why. You have emotions involved. She might be in an emotional state, don't want to deal with the man, or she may felt this way about this man yesterday, but now today she feels different. Also, um, he may have something that she didn't like about him, whether it being physical or mentally, and she just can't get past it. You know, her feelings will be
No,
more timid, so she'll be more likely to ghost. Go ahead.
now does that also go along with how long you should wait for somebody to text or call you back after a date?
That's true.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true. I would say a lot of women would would feel that way. And don't get me wrong, I'm not shooting shots at women. I'm not. But when you talk about something like this, yeah, I think a woman would most likely do it. Or, you know, men can look past a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Something like that.
so that's to answer your question. That's what I think. Miss Tasha Baker said my week was long and I'm exhausted. Well, you know what? We're glad that you're here to wind down with us, Miss Tasha Baker. Thank you.
But I
Okay.
do have another question to ask you, Creep.
Sure.
Should the man reach out to the woman after a date, or should the woman? They could go both ways, I guess. But what would you do? Would
It
you
could
want to hear
go.
from her first, or would you want to reach out to her?
Yes, I would. Me as a man, I would rather her reach out to me first, or that's how I would just go. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Because
lot of
otherwise,
women are
you would
not
feel
going to
like
agree with
you're being pushy, right? Like if, like, right after the date, you're like, "When do you want to go on another date?"
you saying that I would feel some type of way, or the woman would feel some type of way.
No, I'm saying like if a man texts a woman right after the date, like say within several hours, and say, "Let's go on another date," would you feel like the man was being too pushy to go out again, or would you want the woman to respond first?
It's funny that you're asking this because there was a
Oh,
conversation with a young close friend of ours, and this was the very conversation. And
okay.
I wish she was on here right now because I'm sure she'll be all in it. However, And some guys are like that. Some guys are afraid to make a move. Some guys are afraid to make the next step because the confidence isn't there. Or they may think like, oh, I'm not going to do this because she's not gonna, I don't want her to think I'm not a gentleman. They are afraid of the aftermath or after the situation. As far as like me, like I told you, I've never approached a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey girl, how you doing? I've never done that before. So
Can I comment on that?
Sure.
It's refreshing to hear you say that, because a woman doesn't really know how a man's feeling, and then if we don't hear from a man for a long time, we're thinking, well, I guess they didn't like me, or you feel like you're being ghosted. And it could be the guy, and I know that guys are insecure sometimes too about when they should approach a woman, or if they like them, when should you make the next move or whatever. So, but a lot of times, I think women, well, sometimes people think they're wanting to move fast, or I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
Like,
yes.
can I share a scenario with you guys?
So you want us to give you a scenario?
No. I want to share one.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I went on a date the other day, and after we ate, we went to the mall, and we were looking around at Macy's, and I kept picking up things, expecting him to be like, "Oh, do you want me to buy that for you?" So eventually, he wasn't saying that, so I said, "I think I just want to go home." So was I in the wrong?
Yes. Because you should.
Okay.
So you're saying that you was expecting him to say, "Hey, do you want this?"
Yeah, but I didn't want to come out and just say, "Will you buy me this?" Because then I would feel weird about that too. So
Okay. So yes, I mean, I think you should go on a date open-minded. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And not expecting anything, right? But when you go on that date, just whatever happens, happens. Not something that gonna happen against your will. Hold on one second. Not something that's against your will, right?
Okay.
But you want the date to go smooth, but you want him to be open. Listen, hear him out. See what kind of guy he is. You can't learn about somebody expecting things from them, but you can learn about somebody by letting them be them. You see what I'm saying? Just let them be them. And then you start making a judgment too, because remember, you have a decision to make in that relationship as well, whether you want to keep seeing that person or whatever. But if not, I mean, don't expect anything like that. I mean, that right there. How old are you, Miss Christina?
36.
Okay. All right. So I know a lot of times when women, but you know what? You can't really put an age to that. You know what I'm saying? But usually when women are like in their teens or early to late 20s, will be feeling that way about, but it depends on your lifestyle and what you bring into your life. If you're looking at stuff where like reality shows and you see these women getting this, that, and the third or whatever, and then you may
No,
start
not my cup of tea. Not at all.
okay, well, good, because that type of entertainment is damaging. You know what I'm saying? So let him be let him be himself.
I've never even seen an episode of the Kardashians ever.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good.
I'm like one of the very few people that can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you're missing something really cool.
Right. And Pokey Sue.
Oh, you're being sarcastic, Leslie.
She said you got all the Patron tonight, and also Pokey Sue said yes, Christina, you was in the wrong, for expecting that. And then also Pokey Sue said, always go on with no expectations because you can't be disappointed if you don't expect things. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't have it ready, but
amen.
And that's what I was saying. You should go with an open mind. Let him be him, you be you, and then you just see how things go. But don't let something happen that you know against your will or anything. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. And Tasha Baker said, "I agree with Pokey." And Pokey Sue said, "Shimmy must be at work." And Pokey Sue said, "If you don't hint, Christina, and you don't expect, you don't get a genuine person." And that's what you want. You want a genuine, you want that person to be the person who they are. So you can make a decision whether you want to deal with that person. So that's how I would look at it. You know, that's just like, you know, that's why I would never be the father, like, you know, my daughter, like I would never be that father. What they call it, I forgot the 22 questions that the fathers always ask and act like he want to be tough and all that stuff. That happened to me before. But I actually lost respect for that dad who tried to put me in that. I lost respect for him. I would never be that dad. You know, people don't realize you block your blessings sometimes, and you can learn about a person just by talking to them and letting them be them. You know what I'm saying? Just let them be them. Always, you know, here's another thing about my kids. They know I'm always approachable. They always come and talk to me or whatever. You know, sometimes they may talk to somebody else about something. I ain't saying they talk to me about everything, but they know if they need to come talk to me, they ain't got to stand there and trying to think about how they want to approach me and stuff. No, they just come and talk to me and we talk. So that's the kind of dad I've always wanted to be, and that's the kind of dad I am. So anyway, also Tasha Baker said, don't put your eggs in, you know, in one basket. Go ahead, Miss Leslie.
I have a topic too for the future.
How about we can stab at it right now if you want.
Okay. Like you're in a relationship or you're trying to build a relationship, people that have bad habits or like pet peeves.
Mm-hmm. Say that one more time. I missed the first
like
part.
People that have bad habits or pet peeves, like things that are like hard to handle when you're with somebody. Like how they brush their teeth or how
that, like, if you're around a person, they could be very picky or whatever, and it makes it uncomfortable for them to be around. You know what? I probably have a little bit of that myself, because a lot of times I know what I want, and it may not be what the other person wants. Or if I put something somewhere, I try to make a lot of things in my life. You know, I try to make a lot of things in my life intentional. I had the intent to put it there. You know what I'm saying? I think things out for myself, whereas though other people may not agree with where I put it or how I put it or whatever, but I put thought behind the reason why I put it there. You see what I'm saying? If that make any sense. But the other person may not like it or whatever, but it's okay. I'm not perfect, and neither are they. And it could be talked about, or if they ask, why did you do that? Then I'll explain. You know what I mean?
Like when you're if you're living with someone and they constantly leave the toilet seat up or stuff like that, like if you don't talk about it for a long time, then you end up resenting them. Like,
right.
No,
I can understand that.
Nobody wants to get up in the middle of the night and sit on a cold toilet.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Just on the bowl, no seat.
Right.
Have you ever ran into anybody that had or you had your pet peeves with them, or they had with you, Shimmy?
Of course.
Give us one.
I mean,
I know one.
The hot water.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that?
The hot water. The hot
Oh,
liquid
hot water.
showers.
And see, you know what? You guys laughed at me when I was telling the story, but nobody gained the end result of it. Sweet Mama made fun of me when I said what I did to resolve the situation. What I did was I went ahead and took a second job. Therefore, she could take a shower as long as she wanted to. Because see, the thing about it was when she was using all the hot water, she would do the laundry. So the laundry would require hot water. So by the time I was ready to get in, it's like there was no hot water left. So whenever you're with somebody, them pet peeves, if you're worth it, they will iron them out if you're worth it. Both parties will make a valiant effort to get it right. These things, you're not asking for too much with the toilet seat. If you're worth it, you know what? If you're worth it, he'll make sure you got a spot where you have your own bathroom. You know, if you're worth it, you know, you're gonna make some accommodations. You're gonna have to work with somebody. So it all depends if you're worth it to that person. If nobody's willing to bend for you, or you're not willing to bend for somebody, then you know it ain't even worth going forward. But yeah, the hot water was, you know what? Let me go get a second job. Sweet Mama said, "You went and got a second job? What else did you want me to do?"
Well, it's funny also sometimes when a person could sit there and say, "Hey, well, you should have did something about it." Well, you did. You went and got a second job.
Can't win.
Gotta say right.
Can't win.
I get it. I get it. I've been through a situation where there was, I had my pet peeves, and I'm sure she had hers, whatever. But like I said, none of us are perfect, and those are going to be there. It's how you process and handle them, is what matters. You know what I'm saying? So, anybody else wanted to add to any of this? Because we have another topic that we're going to touch on here. So I'm just giving everybody their chance. Definitely giving everybody their chance, and we'll get on to that.
Don't we not working tonight?
No. So here's my thing.
Come on, dude. You want to go on the podcast too? Hey, y'all. This is the owner's friend, Dina. You see her creep?
Yes.
She's single. She's single too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's single.
All right. So your internet is you're nice and clear over there. And, yeah. So here's the thing. Now we want to go on to this next topic, right?
Wait, you're actually frozen as well.
I'm frozen.
He's not frozen on my end.
Oh, she might have thought I was maybe because I was being still or something. Just for the record, a lot of times when I'm frozen doesn't mean I'm frozen. That could be your internet. No, but sure, go ahead.
Can I tell you a pet peeve of mine?
Sure, go ahead.
I can't stand smashed bread.
What? So
when you go to the supermarket and what?
Now, if somebody like make you a sandwich and they smash your bread, you're like, nah, I don't want that sandwich.
No. When you go to the store and they put canned goods or something on top of your bread, and then you go to make a sandwich and your bread is smashed.
Yeah, no, I can feel that. I mean, me, it doesn't really. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It does bother me because you don't know where or why that bread is smashed or where it came from or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the thing about that. Hold on.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. You said you'll be right back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So anyway, we just had, I was just getting ready to bring someone else on here. But okay. So Tasha Baker says, so Shimmy is doing matchmaking. No, he's not doing matchmaking. He was just saying she was single. And brother-in-law said, don't lay on it then, Leslie. Lay on the bread. Yeah,
Good
so
advice.
no, I'm funny about that too, to be honest with you. I had to think about that. So, but I
Yeah.
mean, if I know it hadn't been somewhere being abused, and I'm about to eat it, if I know it was me and what happened, then I mean, I'll have no problem with it. But I ain't gonna buy no crushed bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on. We had Pokey in the building. What's going on, Pokey? Good to have you on.
Hi.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to go on into the hold on one second. Let me take this off because last time that's what I always mess up and do. So here's our and thank you guys for bringing a topic in to talk about. So here's going to be the topic for the night for the actual show. Right there. Red flags while building a relationship. Right? There's a lot of times that people in general, I'm gonna say people, ignore red flags, but those red flags come back to haunt them later on in a relationship, right? So it's important not to ignore red flags. Now, as we start this off here, I wrote a song about it, and here it goes. No, hold on one second. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me get to this because I just wrote a introduction to this, as I always like to do. All right. Now, actually, I didn't even write it. I started and didn't finish it, but we don't need it. We don't need it. So, a lot of times, we get into situations and we should have paid attention the first time, right? But those be the things that come back and bite us. Shout out to Nate from upstate in the building. What's going on, my brother? Said DJ Concrete. I was here earlier. Hopefully the drama is gone. God bless everybody. All right. Well, we are happy to see you back, my brother. Thank you for coming back. So there's situations that happened to me when I was young, and I still talk about them today. And those are red flags that I ignored, in a relationship. And I sit here to this day and I say, wow, I should have paid attention to that, but I didn't. I brushed it off. I was like, all right, whatever. It'll blow away, or she'll become more mature, and I won't have to deal with this as much. So, hold on one second. My brother Nate from upstate in the building. What's going on? How you doing?
What's up, man?
Oh, I am good. I'm good. I feel blessed. I have
Happy
you guys.
holidays, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
I figure I'll make a special guest appearance. I ain't talked to you in a minute, Creed.
Yeah, I know. We got to get up, my brother. Catch up.
God bless you. God bless you, DJ Concrete, and your family.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And hi, everybody. I don't leave nobody out. Hi, everybody. All right, ladies.
Yep.
The ladies.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, Nate, I would love for you to stick around, brother. So
I will. I'll do the best I can. What's up?
Okay. So we're touching on red flags,
Okay.
Relationship red flags, right? And how they come back to bite us, right? And that happens to everybody. There's nobody exempt from this, right?
Right.
So give me two things in a relationship over the time of your life that you can look back on, that you saw, that you wish you would have not ignored.
Hold on. We turned down my Mandalorian.
All right.
2 times that I wish that I wouldn't have had ignored it.
Well, I'm saying
Uh,
two red flags that you wish that in the past over your relationships that you ignored that you wish you had not ignored.
Um, I mean, it's kind of hard, I guess, to say the point that out, because I think for the red flags that I might have caught on to in the past, I might have seen them, but I was giving the person the benefit of the doubt. So by the time I really caught on to what was really going down, it was really just too late, because I was trying to, have a positive outlook on it anyway. It's just that I wound up being wrong, because there were bad intentions behind their actions. So I don't, I think sometimes you just got to be careful about who you give the benefit of the doubt to. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
what
can
I
agree.
think. In some cases, you just gotta, really weed out what they're saying and really synthesize what's going on, so you can know that it might not be necessary to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. I can run with that with what you said for sure. Hold up. Let me say, my baby sister said, "Hey y'all." She's speaking to everybody. What's up, baby sister? I love you.
Hey
How
y'all.
see you?
Hey
So
y'all.
and we got brother-in-law sending the love emojis. Then we have Tasha Baker, who says relationship red flags is poor communication, controlled behavior, and jealousy. I can agree. That's all in the soup of that. It is. Now, Pokey, by chance, can you give us uh, at least 2 to 3 red flags that over the time that you've been in relationships that you can pick out that you should not have ignored?
There's too many.
Okay. So if it's too many, at least give us 3.
Well, I guess I should have put a stop to the domestic violence to begin with the first time it happened.
Okay. Yes.
Mm, apologizing over and over for the same thing, but never making any changes.
So you saying that was something that was a red flag that that was happening that you should not have ignored and been giving that person chances and you should have just left or broke it off there?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Can you give us another one?
Mm, all day, every day drinking.
Okay. So that person drinking all day and every day, you're saying. Okay. All right. Those were some good ones. Thank you. Um, okay. So how about you, Shimmy? Can you give us 2 to 3 red flags that over time, because all of us are mature people now, that you can give us where you 2 or 3 red flags that over time through relationships that you've been in that you should not have ignored? Hold on. Go ahead, Shimmy. Go ahead.
Probably the biggest red flag for me is when someone is listening to respond instead of listening to learn. And of course, the compare me with somebody else, because I feel like if that last person or the person before the last was so great, how you wind up here with me? So those are the only 2 red flags that I should have nipped it in the bud when I'm seeing that you listening to respond instead of listening to learn. And then how did you wind up here if the last relationship was so great?
Okay. All right. Those are some good ones. I thank you guys. Those are some great ones. How about you, Miss Leslie? Give us
One big
through your relationships, pick out a couple, 2 to 3 red flags that you've endured back in a relationship that you wish you would have not ignored.
one big thing for me, which can be either a red or a green flag, is how a man treats his mom.
Ooh.
That tells a person a lot,
Yes,
you know.
it does. It does.
Um,
Okay. No, and go ahead.
as far as other things, I mean, there can be small things that you overlook, like how they are with money. I don't know. Those are the two I can think of off my head, top of my head.
Yeah, those some good ones. I mean, y'all going in. I can't even complain. Y'all really bringing it tonight. Miss Tasha Baker said, "What are red flags in a new relationship?" Honestly, I don't think they change. Miss Tasha. I mean, I'm sure there's some new ones out there, but it probably ain't many that much new. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. So, Miss Christina said, "Bad communication, no respect, and lying." Thank you, Miss Christina. Pokey Sue said, "But I missed a huge red flag. Mama paid for everything for him." Ooh, and that is a big red flag.
Yeah.
That goes to show you, you're not in a relationship so much with him. You're in a relationship with his mother, because she can control him at any given time because he's being mama's baby all the time. So, for me, I saw some red flags at a time through relationship being, let me see, sometimes being defensive. If you see that other person being defensive a lot, pay attention. And and sometimes the way I think is just weird. It's weird. But being defensive, that person being defensive, actually later on in life turns into fear a lot of times. Because if you think hard, you defending yourself all the time, it's fear. It's a part of fear. So I would just, that's something to watch out for. And then ones that can never be alone, always with a girlfriend all the time, or for women, guys that want to be around their boys all the time, it's a red flag. If you're dealing with a man should be comfortable in his own skin at any given time, and that he's okay with being alone.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? So pay attention to those. Tasha Baker says, "Sorry you went through that, Pokey. You live and you learn." Okay. Yes, and we all do, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking we're talking about all of the red flags that we've been through tonight. We're talking about it now. You see what I'm saying? So let me go here with this right now. Hold on one second. Now we're going to dig a little deeper into it, and I want you guys to comment. And if y'all have anything to say about any of it, please say. Hold on one second. Because sometimes I might have to bring Shimmy in and out because he's working, and then sometimes like the noise will come in. But anyway, you guys can comment on this. Controlling behavior. This is a red flag that women and men need to pay attention to. Controlling behavior. This includes dictating your actions, choices, or interactions. For example, your partner might try to control who you see what you do online or how you spend your money. Now, let's dissect that a little bit. Dictating your actions, is that a red flag to you guys?
Well, yeah, you don't
Okay.
want nobody dictating to you or coming across to you like they're trying to control you or anything like that, manipulate you. You don't want to deal with none of that. If you got, I mean, if you know, if you got any sense to yourself, you don't want nobody like that, or you don't want to be treated like that.
That's
Even,
right.
even, you know, like me, I'm a pretty strong person. Like I have a strong personality. I'm a pretty no holds barred. I'm not taking no crap type of person. But even with being like that, there's still a certain level of humility that you got to have and respect. You can get your point across because I have a strong delivery. So sometimes when you're like that, people can take you the wrong way and things like that. But I'll be trying to explain that no, it ain't that I'm trying to be a certain kind of way. I just have that demeanor about me to let you know that I'm not the one. That's all. There's no, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes your delivery can come across in a way that somebody might think that you're trying to be a certain kind of way that you're not. You just have that kind of delivery that you're just not going to be putting up with it.
Here's my thing, Nate. Let's say what you were just talking about, right? Now, that right there, you know, I definitely don't have a problem with it. But that's where, if you meet a person like that, first of all, I wouldn't, if I was like that, I would advise nobody to deal with me because I need fixing. Right. But when a person is like that to you guys, just as Nate said, he's not going to put up with it. You got to nip it in the bud, and you
Right.
got to you have to stand your ground on it.
Right, absolutely. That's exactly where I'm coming from with that. Definitely, yes.
But here's the tricky part. Some people are so weird today and willing to gaslight, they'll start trying to call you controlling because you're standing on your own ground.
Oh yeah, they're trying to reverse it on you.
Right.
Yeah, I call that the
So,
reverse.
yeah, so you got to pay attention because, you know, a lot of times people will use those words controlling and this and that
Right,
without a problem. They'll go in on it all day long, and it's crazy. It's not being controlling. It's being you're standing your ground, or you can be assertive about, you know, about
yeah,
what you want, your likes and dislikes or whatever. So all I'm
right,
just saying, you know, I can't stand when people judge people like that. Either you're gonna deal with the person or not. You don't have to talk about them or try to make a name brand for them, or you controlling it is. Either you're gonna deal with it or not.
right,
Because when you're getting in a relationship, the key to that is that you're trying to find a person that you can work with, and
right,
that they can work with you.
right.
That's what it's about. Now, also inside that, we just talked about dictating and stuff like that, and if they are on the choices that you make. Now, sometimes even me, if it's somebody that I care about, and if I see them doing something, whatever, I mean, I'm going. That's their choice if they want to do it. But I may also step in and say, "Hey, I tried it this way, or if I done it this way, and this way was successful for me." Or if it's something that could ultimately affect me, like what you're doing, and it can come back and affect me. Of course, I'm gonna say something about it.
Right.
I'm not just gonna let it fly or just wait and sit back for it to boomerang back and affect me. No, I'm gonna say something. Miss
But
Christina,
I
go
have a
ahead.
good, whoops. I was gonna say I have a good red flag.
Go ahead.
Like, if someone wants to go through your phone,
Mm-hmm.
like, why? If they don't trust you, then I mean, like, I've never had anyone do that to me, but I've seen people do that to their partner. Like, that's part of control.
Yeah, it's terrible.
that's a part of not being able to trust somebody.
Let me tell you
Right.
something.
I mean,
That's a trust issue.
I've been in a relationship like that. And I would never ever do it again. ever. I don't want to see your phone.
Right.
Right.
If you feel like you need to do that, then there's something wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
something wrong. Like, I
Absolutely.
don't want to see your phone. You don't need to see my phone, and that's it.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it's not even that they're hiding something or you're hiding something. That's your personal space right there. If I like midgets and I have midget stuff in there and midget friends, then it's none of your business.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
Let me have my midgets.
Right. We all like stuff. You got guys that like beer, like cars, women like pocketbooks, and
Well,
lipstick. I like midgets.
and
Um,
fake boobies, fake booties. They like a lot of stuff.
right. So
Fake
that's all.
eyelash, fake hair.
Right. And a lot of times they don't even know where it comes from.
And if they get old enough, fake teeth.
Right. But you know what, though? I would love to do a documentary, and I know somebody did it. I would love to do a documentary on where the fake hair really comes from. That's a billion,
Yeah.
probably almost $1 trillion industry.
You know, people donate hair. You know, hair
They
comes
donate.
from like animals. I mean, those are like the more common answers. You know what I mean? But
Right.
unless it's some other place we don't know about, Creek, that would be pretty interesting.
That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I
Right.
mean? I mean, in hair business, it's crazy out here. So I'm telling you, keep on thinking. I know, like people in India, sometimes it's a spiritual thing, and they cut their hair and all this stuff. And I, but I'm just telling you, I know it's some dirty secrets somewhere about that fake hair.
You should read the comments.
Oh yeah, we're going in on the comments.
I ain't even see it. I know Miss Christina said I'm free spirited type person. I do stuff on a whim. Okay. Pokey Sue said, "Oh, that phone. If you ever even feel like you got to go through that phone, you should leave right then." Yep. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. But Miss Christina said, "Yes. If you don't have trust, you don't have a relationship." Pokey Sue said, "I think we should all get Creek a midget stripper for his birthday.
Oh no.
Maybe for Christmas. Look, I don't
No.
celebrate Christmas, but I'm gonna be so unmad at y'all if y'all did that to me." Miss Christina says she went on a date with a midget, and when she was 18. Did y'all just so happen to go shopping at the mini mart? Man,
Good one.
Christina,
That was a good one.
Miss Christina don't play. She said she'll take them short, blind and crazy. Pokey Sue said I've donated hair before. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know that's out there and everything, and that's good because some people actually need it. Some people may lose hair due to fires or sickness like cancer or stuff like that, and that's a blessing to them to be able to have people that donate and they can, feel like they can feel themselves again. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like a lot of times too. When you go to the certain beauty stores and stuff like that, they be having it racked everywhere, and I just wonder where this stuff is coming from. She said, "My bad jokes. I'm sorry." Hey, who said I was a comedian? Miss Christina said we went to the creek at night time skinny dipping. Meanwhile, she only had her feet in the water, and he was so short he was actually swimming. No, another bad joke. Damn, I can't win. Okay. So also along with that, I'm up here reading. All right. Also along with that, for example, it said your partner might try to control who you see. Right now, it's one thing encouraging somebody. Let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna ask you, Nate. Do you think it's bad when a person tries to control who you see.
Somebody tries to control who you see as an adult.
Yes.
I mean, isn't that kind of rare? Unless I don't know. That's
No.
kind of strange. I mean, you mean like you seeing somebody and they meet your friends and your friends don't like them, so your friends might be in your ear about it, something like that. You mean?
Similar, or let's just say you, by you being a man and you're a woman, she tries to trying to control you from hanging, like she wants to control what guy to hang out with and what guy not to hang out with.
Oh, yeah, that's not
I don't
going to
like
fly.
this girl.
That's not going to. Not with a guy like me. That's not going to fly. My friends were my friends before you got here, so you know what I
Okay.
mean.
What
Right.
if they were friends that wasn't there before you met her? What if they were just new friends?
Well, they're my new friends. She ain't got no say so in that.
Okay.
That I would think. I mean, she ain't my wife, so
Here's my thing.
I know about that.
My thing is that honestly, I don't think it's really and it's a difference the way I'm explaining it. They're saying control who you hang around with, but me, I would advise.
Right.
I'll take somebody else's advice about me. You know,
Right.
I don't think you should hang out with that person. They may know something that I don't know.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, so I don't
You
mind
just
taking.
gotta be a good judge of character who you're dealing with and just take it from there. You know what I mean? Because that's like somebody saying, "Oh man, you don't want to go see that movie. It wasn't really that good." But then you go see the movie and you enjoyed it. You know, so you just got to go into your own stream, whatever it may be. That's what I think.
Right. But let's say like the Bible. The Bible, but see, this is actually advice though. And that's why we have to make sure we decipher from control and advice. But
Right.
There's a scripture that says, and I love this scripture: bad association spoils useful habits. Meaning, who you hanging out, your association could spoil your useful habits. You're a good guy, but you're hanging out with this guy. That association could spoil you because you're a good guy.
I mean, if you don't
That's
see,
so
like,
true.
if you got people around you that can't see it, that if you can't see it, but it's people around you that can, then I guess that would be a little different.
Okay.
Like if you can't see what everybody else is saying about this individual, but they're trying to tell you anyway. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Pokey Sue said first documented use of hair extensions and wigs is around 3400 BC. In ancient Egypt, wisp body hair was a big no. Thick hair on the head was seen as a status symbol. See, what I don't like about what Pokey Sue is saying right now, she's encouraging more wigs and more fake hair. No, I'm joking.
Right.
But thank you so much for the history, Pokey Sue. It's always interesting to hear that. But it's going to be terrible. I can see Keisha. Well, in 3400 BC. No, I'm messing with you. But no. So my thing is that like I said, that's the thing. If it's for something like that, it's great. You know what I mean? But what I don't like, honestly, since a lot of that hair came out, it done pumped a lot of these girls' heads up a little bit too much, and they think they're a whole different somebody else now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't like. How about Miss Christina said, I would never date someone like that. They might be the type to make you run your bathwater. No thanks.
I don't think it's good for anybody to be in any situation where you may feel like you're being controlled or you're being restricted. I mean, proper communication goes a long way, and you just got to have good intuition about who you're dealing with. Go by what kind of vibe that you're getting, because it's never about controlling anybody. I mean, everybody's so different, but I know for a guy like me, it's not about nothing like that. You know, you can be by yourself for all that. You know what I mean? Like you wanna really have somebody that you can really share a real partnership with and get along with and be able to compromise and really talk about things and really communicate. And I know everything I'm saying sounds so foreign, but that's how it used to be anyway.
Actually, it's not foreign, my brother. No, I dig it. Um,
I'm
now,
just saying the way the world is today and how a lot of people operate today, that might sound foreign in terms of in terms of how people go about relationships today. It's not like it used to be.
definitely not. I
That's
mean,
what I meant by that. It's not.
a
I'm
lot of
54 years old, so
television are making new ways in relationship, which is it shouldn't be that way. You know what
the
I'm saying?
vibe is all messed up.
Yeah. So it's wild. Pokey Sue also said wigs and hair extensions were worn by both men and women. Worn, who were higher up in society. This included politicians, pharaohs, and queens. You know what? I remember that. I remember seeing that a lot in movies. Do y'all remember if y'all see like movies back from like Egypt and the dude might be bald and then he has like a long ponytail.
Yeah.
It could have been a fake ponytail or whatever, but I can see that. And
Like
like
that was a princess lock. That's what they would call that.
Mhm.
They would have the one lock like off the bald head. It was like a status of being like a prince or something like that.
Mhm.
That's what that was. And as far as the movies back then, we didn't really see real Egyptians. They had all the Egyptian people portrayed as white people, which is not true as also, but we knew the truth when we got older.
Right. I mean, if that was the case, most because the people back then, the skin was different, the sun rays,
Oh yeah, everything.
it would have
Yeah, it
killed a
wasn't
lot.
blue eyes and blonde hairs in Egypt.
Yeah, you had to have melanin and everything else in your skin,
Yeah, that's crazy.
to even survive that. But Pokey Sue also said, "What if they are toxic friends and she don't realize it till you point it out?" All right, are you saying, Pokey, that what if they were toxic friends?
Toxic friends.
Yeah, I guess she's saying if the guy is telling her that about her friends, but what if they were toxic friends and she don't realize until you point it out? That happens a lot. Sometimes you get used to what you came up with.
Right.
You could have came up
I
with some
wanted to,
friends
I,
that could have came up in a bad family or a group of people or a group home, and it could have been a very toxic environment, but they survived it. That's how they lived, and they see nothing wrong with it, and then they start hanging around with you, and you don't see it. You overlooking it because you thinking this person is very cool, but they're very toxic. And then you have somebody else tell you that, or they'll point it out to you, and you say, "Wow, I never paid that any attention." You want to say something, Ms. Leslie?
yeah, I wanted to say I agree with the comment that Pokey Sue made. And there's a comment coming up about the bathwater.
Okay, yeah.
It could be really sexy to do that.
Hold up, I missed that one. Wait, hold up, Pokey Sue. What if they
It's further down.
okay, I got to catch up on the comments. Let me catch up on the comments. What if they're toxic? All right, Miss Christina said I meant their bath water. She said, by the way, I have a new wig recently. Oh, I'm okay.
It's the next comment right there.
Miss Christine said, why would a woman not want to start the shower or run her man's bath water. I do that. I might get in the shower with him, and it's the thing right here. Get in the shower with him and bathe him. It's very woman-like to do that.
Everybody's
As
different.
Pokey Sue said,
You know what's sad about that is that that's how it's supposed to be. But you have a lot of toxic women out here that would like, shoot, I ain't doing that. That black, 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 black.
Everybody's different.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of women are like that.
I'm
A lot
sorry.
of a lot of people are like that that you know, toxic.
Yeah. So women need to start learning from comments like that. You know what I mean? And then they wondering like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I want a man to run my bathwater for me, and then put rose petals all around.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
hey,
cute.
yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with doing these things because that's what keeps a relationship alive.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't
You're-
know how to do that. Say, for instance, like me, like a lot of things I have to work on, and that's the problem. Work. A lot of times I'm working, busy. But trust me, I'm building a way now to like not have to work. I need to chill and enjoy life. Those things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to throw out there that I missed the telephone line, man. I missed that. I kind of enjoyed the telephone line.
I know. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it back, Nate. For sure.
Yeah, I kind of. And you know what? I be talking about hearing about shirts and all that. I've been a strong member of this family for a minute. I ain't hear nobody say, "Hey, upstate Nate, you know what I mean? What size do you wear? What kind of shirt would you like?" I don't never hear that.
You know what though, Nate?
I'm a strong,
Let me ask you this.
especially on IG, especially on the IGs.
Let me ask you this then. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. What
All
size
right.
do you wear?
I wear size 4X.
All right, I'm gonna see if we can get a hold of a 4X for you, and
Right.
we got you because you've been in the business. Now we gave one out. Miss Christina actually won one.
Wow.
Yeah.
You had a contest where y'all was winning shirts?
Yep. And she
I
actually
ain't been around a little bit, so
yep, she actually got it too.
wow.
She wore it on the show, so nobody can say that, it ain't happened.
Oh wow.
So
I wanted
go
to
ahead.
Pokey Sue that I was joking about the man doing the bathwater with the rose petals. It was a joke.
Oh no, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with you wanting to have that. That's good. I hope you find that someday, madam.
Yeah, everybody deserved that person.
Yeah, everybody deserves to have somebody that's gonna treat them good and be special and all that. We all want that.
Right. And Pokey Sue say Egyptian is not white. Totally agree. Definitely. That's facts, actually. Miss Christina says she like wigs.
Oh. Wow.
Let me ask you a question, Nate.
Sure.
How do you feel about wigs?
That's a goofy question, but I mean, hell, I mean, to each his own. I mean, as long as you want to wear them, I guess, and you want to pay all that money for them. I know if I was a female and I had to resort to wigs, I'd just go bald headed. I'd just go all natural with it, bald head, no wig.
Now, so from 1 to 10, what did you give? And I'm saying this, so the ladies can see,
I like real hair. Let's get that. I want somebody that got real hair. I mean,
okay.
But if let's say she has a short hairstyle, but sometimes she likes rocking the wig anyway, I can go with that.
Okay. All right. Shimmy, you as a man, how do you feel about wigs from 1 to 10?
It all depends on the woman. Yeah. She got to be extremely fine to be pulling that wig stunt.
Okay. All right.
What if you want to role play and you have him put the wig on?
Right.
She got to be extremely fine to be pulling that wig stunt because men, a lot of things men don't share that women need to know. Like for example, men love the natural hair. Men always thinking like, how easy was it for the last guy? Men always thinking, how much work I got to do to, how hard of a time are you giving me? So that being said, I mean, if she's gonna put me, if she's gonna put me through stuff, I'm damn sure gonna require certain things from the get go. A wig is unnecessary, and if you want to do the wig, you got to be it's got to be something that you really don't need that we just can enjoy.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah.
So scale from 1 to 10, where the wig stand?
A 2, that's my value of a wig. 2.
Okay, now Nate, 1 to 10, where it stand?
I'll go with a 5.
Okay, all right. As for me, I'm freaking scared of wigs all my life. I don't like the way they smell. They're freaking scary. I can't do it.
If you were in the room and seen a wig laying on your bed, you would flip out.
I ain't going in. I'll call the cops.
Oh, what
What?
if you're like making out in the? What if you're making out and the wig falls off?
Oh, he gonna know. He gonna know before that happens.
Let me tell you something. If it falls off, I will. Let me tell you, I will kick that sucker. I will kick the wig. I will stomp it.
Funny as hell. I like to do a comedy skit with you when you're like being attacked by wigs.
Man,
That would be so
hey,
cool. When you're trying to get away on your bike and the wigs are chasing your ass.
you would put a movie like that together. It'll be on
I would love to do that.
it'll be on Tubi and Temu.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna let you know because I don't get to do this with you very often. I'm gonna send you my number on the DM on Instagram, so you got my number, so you can actually call me, so we can really talk.
Okay, my brother. I mean, it's always good to network and talk with another brother.
Yeah.
That got some sense, and I appreciate you all the time. You know what I mean? So,
Appreciate you as well. What's
so
your cousin at? Where your cousin at tonight? Sweet Mama G's.
from Tommy G. I don't know where she at. I don't know. You know what I mean?
She's out there somewhere on a Friday night, right?
Yeah, she doing something. That's old cousin.
Right.
Now, Pokey said, "What if a woman had toxic friends and a new man came into her life?"
She's going to wear the mask until she feels like revealing her toxic traits.
Right? And she said, and he pointed out that her friends were super toxic. I think that you should actually step back and maybe pay attention. Maybe he can actually point out something that you haven't seen, and he can save you from a lot of headache. Same thing from a woman. A woman can do that to a man. You know, she can come and say, "Hey, let me tell you what I see." You see what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with listening to that or whatever. So I would definitely take a listen. Why not? You know what I mean? Because you know something else too. If you just sit back and listen, sometimes you can tell what kind of person they are. If they're saying things that's wrong, and you factually know that they're wrong by facts, that person is wrong, or they're trying to be envious or anything, then maybe you need to cut that person off. But then if this person is actually saying something and they're being just neutral about it, but actually spitting you some real good knowledge that you need to be looking at, that also can tell you that, hey, this is a decent person. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to listen. I'm going to look. So Pokey Sue said, Leslie, that's a pipe dream and very feminine for a man to do. The roses. Oh yeah.
The Bath Lord, yeah.
Yeah, that is, you gotta kind of look at that. Come to think of it, like if it's one thing being romantic, but that right there is that. Do you think that's soft, Nate?
What?
Do you think that's soft? Like if a man put like you putting rose? What did you say? You want the roses on your bed or in the tub? Or what?
She said in the
Like
tub.
sprinkled throughout the bedroom to the bathroom to
Oh,
the
she
tub.
added one. She did say the tub.
How they show up.
Now she said the bedroom. She done added another room. But anyway, I think that if you got somebody that's special, and when I say they're special, they're treating you right, everything's going pretty well, you're both pretty happy, you're a romantic person anyway. Yeah, why not sometimes? I can dig it. Candlelight dinner, you know what I mean? The baby oil, all that. Oh no, not the baby oil, but
Right.
I might have to diddy her. You know how they say you gonna put the D on them, put the diddy on them. You heard?
Right. Ooh, no diddy.
No diddy.
Brother-in-law said, Nate ain't too proud to beg. and Pokey said contest time. And Pokey also said C contest time. C contest. What is C contest? Laugh out loud at Nate. I mean at Brownlaw. And then Miss Christina said, it's just a fetish I have. And shouts out to my brother Gaither in the building. What's going on, Gaither? Good to see you, my brother.
Hey.
Thank you for coming through. Brother-in-law also said, don't come back to be more than Crete.
Come back. You can't borrow from B-more.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what my brother-in-law borrowed me from B-more. What did I say? Is that my big brother? He said he cracking up Diddy on him. It's crazy, yeah. That's my I was gonna call him my baby boy. That's my big boy. That's my son Willie Bars. What's up, son? All right, so here's my other thing, right? Now we gonna get off of that for a second, and let's explore this abuse. And you guys have already said something about that, right?
Right.
Now, abuse. This can be physical, emotional, or mental. Right? Have you ever been physically or emotionally or mentally abused, Miss Leslie? If you don't want to answer that, you don't have to.
I have.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Me too. Very sorry to hear that. Now, is that something that you kind of overcame, or do you still deal with it on a daily?
No, yeah. I went to therapy for like 3 years.
I'm sorry you have to deal with this. I'm sorry about that. That's awful. Nobody should have to be abused.
Let me ask you this.
Thank you.
When you went to therapy, do you feel as though it helped you? Therapy.
Definitely. Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And I asked you that specifically because that's important. There's a lot of people that don't think that therapy works, and it does.
It
Also,
works if you want it to work.
right. Brother-in-law said, "Don't come back to be more."
What happens if I hang myself upside?
He was saying because if I don't want to see the wigs, and I believe you, brother-in-law. I mean, he said, "Oh man, that's what I'll be BWI."
My phone. That's why I'm like this. I'm trying to charge my phone too. And
No, you good. I'm tripping off my brother-in-law saying, "But don't come back to Baltimore because the wigs. I can only imagine." Oh my gosh.
Can I just say, you can either be a victim or you can overcome things, So, I mean, and I'm not saying that anyone should downplay abuse, but it's really it's a difficult thing to go through.
Oh yeah, it's real.
Yeah,
That's
well, here's the thing. My brother Gaither here said it works if you work it.
Right.
I was told, and this was at a very important time of my life and relationship, and when when I was married, that this person told her, and this person is a person that she could actually supposedly can believe. Oh, therapy don't work. Yeah, there ain't nothing to work on that. Yes, it does work. It does. It was irritating to me when I saw that. It was actually sickening to me. Now Miss Christina said by a partner physically by my father. And I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Christina, because I've noticed, especially within the last 10 years, I've been hearing more and more stories of people coming out talking about situations like that, where sometimes the parents or people close to them doing things like this. And it is absolutely terrible. And that's why we have so many people that are off these days. And it's sad. It's very sad. And I hate to use like the term off, but they're off because of what happened to them in the past, and they never seek therapy or any type of help. They bottle it up, and then later on it gets crazy.
You gotta get the healing that you need, bro. Otherwise, you ain't good to nobody. You gotta heal.
Yes, right.
A lot of people so quick to jump into relationships and try to do something new, and they're not even healed.
And here's another thing that gets to me that a lot of people need to pay attention to. Say, for instance, I'm gonna take Miss Christina. We don't know what Miss Christina have been through in her life. We don't. We know sometimes of what she tells us or whatever, but she maintains a smile. She laughs. She this and that, whatever. And all of us do that. But the point I'm making is that always have compassion for other people, especially when it's time. You see what I'm saying? You can't look at this person and then say, oh, you judge them, because you really shouldn't be judging nobody, but judge them and then hold that same judgment against them. You should.
The only person that can judge you is God on Judgment Day.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
So, Pokey Sue also said you have to be strong-minded to overcome and not be a victim, but be a survivor. So important. That is so important, because some people play the victim so much that they actually make themselves worse. They actually make themselves worse, by playing a victim. You cannot be out here in these streets playing a victim all the time. That's just like, it's almost very similar to a person lying so much that they start believing their own lies.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So can't do that.
That's real toxic too, man. Like, really.
Yeah.
People lying and just saying stuff is crazy out there.
And Pokey Sue said all of mine was by a partner. Very sad. Very sad, that there are monsters out here like this. And these would be people that you just saw in Walmart and was like, hey, and you thinking they're upstanding person, and they're not. They're a freaking monster. Oh, here's another one. And remember, we are doing red flags while building a relationship. These are, and when I say this, the reason why I named it that way, the topic, is because you're trying to build a relationship and you see the red flags, but you ignore them. While trying to build a relationship, you're ignoring them. So here's another one: gaslighting. You should never ignore being gaslit. Never.
Or
Never.
bread.
What is
Or breadcrumb.
What is gaslighting again?
gaslighting is like, let's say if you know, you as a woman and your guy was in a restaurant with that woman. And you say, I saw you in a restaurant with that woman. No, you didn't see me in that restaurant with that woman. I saw you in a restaurant with a man.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
he trying to make you believe, like he's gaslighting you.
Yeah. He's reverse psychology.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's like a reverse psychology, and it's like, what? So, or it could be, I remember, and sometimes it kind of hurts me to talk about this now, but I mean, when I think about some of the things, but I remember back some years ago, I was told that you jealous of me. Like, huh? How am I jealous of you? I take care of you. All I have to do is stop taking care of you. Now what? I used to really think that like, you know, but that was gaslighting. That person was really jealous of you.
Right.
Not
They
you
was
jealous of
trying
them.
to reverse it. Yeah, they was trying to reverse it.
Right. So now when you know that a person tries to gaslight you and you have to deal with that person all the time, when they tell you something, they're talking about them. You can't let them nail that on you because they'll nail it on you. And you start to, that's where your cognitive dissonance start coming from, because you start questioning yourself, like, am I really, or maybe I need to do this. Maybe I
Oh
need
yeah.
to do that. That's not, no, you need to find out everything of what these people are doing. And then, you know, so that way you can keep your mental health together.
Yeah,
So,
people. One
go
thing
ahead.
I know, even we people will challenge your mental health. Even people that are close to you sometimes they'll challenge that. Some of my homies sometimes, some people I deal with that are good friends of mine. I got one buddy of mine. He challenged me every now and again, and I have to tell him, stop doing that. You're not going to catch me, nigga. Like I'm on top of you. You can't make me believe something that I don't believe, or you
Right.
can't me, or you can't make me take accountability for something that I
That you
didn't
didn't.
do.
Right.
Like I don't
And
understand that. Some people want you to take accountability for something that you didn't even do.
that's how it is, unfortunately, brother. It's wild, but those are the kind of people that you need to mosey on out your life,
Right? Absolutely.
because to them, gaslighting you is second nature. It's like they ain't doing nothing. This is just what they do. Y'all, like,
Right.
they don't feel like, it's work to me to keep gaslighting him. No, it's second nature. They
Right.
will gaslight you because that's why,
Like
you know.
putting on the shoes and socks in the morning.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Hope Sue said, people can seem all kinds of nice in public, but you never know what goes on behind closed doors.
That's facts. Both.
And
Yeah.
my favorite saying, you know, when you see people and you thinking they living this beautiful marital life
Right.
on the outside, oh, they look so beautiful together. Look at them. He's such a good husband. She's such a good wife outside, and you're looking, but they're that rusty Cadillac in the inside. They look shiny and good on the outside when you see him and everything. When they go in the house, there's probably all kinds of abuse going on.
Yeah.
That
Especially
rusty inside.
Facebook.
That's real sad for people that are dealing with that. That's really bad.
Yeah. So, again, and here's Miss Christina just said what I said. She said, you don't know what happens behind closed doors. You don't. That's why a lot of times it's best that you mind your business. It was funny as I was coming up, and there was this guy that was an in-law of mine, and he would bring that kind of stuff up. It was only to try to make, I don't want to say to make me jealous, but to make me jealous. And I never got jealous. I just looked at him like he was more crazier. You know what I mean? Who takes the time out to try to make somebody jealous all the time? Like, what?
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
really weird. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't
I'll
have
be
no
right
respect
back.
for guys like that. Huh?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. And Pokey Sue said, Creek, stop your gaslighting. Laugh out loud, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. Huh. Gaither said, who are WW when we are alone?
well, you mean what's WW?
Yeah, what's WW, brother?
What's that?
And then Gaither also said integrity matters. It does.
Yes.
That's something that we should stand on in our life.
Self-integrity.
Yeah, definitely.
Self-integrity. Definitely. You gotta have that. Gotta have
And
boundaries. Gotta have boundaries.
yeah, and when you get a chance, Gaither, okay, he said, who are we when we are alone? Yes, you can't be alone and be one way, and then get out in the public be another way.
I
See,
think. Go ahead. I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I think it's important for you to be able. Everybody can't live in their own skin either.
No,
So I think that's
a lot of
important.
people are not
Like
happy
me,
with
I've always had the ability to live in my own skin, play with my own toys when I was coming up. I like enjoy my own company. I've always been able to do that, but everybody can't do that.
No, that's why I was saying, like, a lot of guys cannot be alone. They have to be around somebody or this and that. Let me tell you something. I
I'm
can
not
be
like
alone. I can chill. I got so much to do in my life that as soon as when everybody else is gone, I can handle my business.
right.
Whether it be in work or whether it be in me trying to freaking just chill because
Right.
I need it. You know what I mean? Here's and I'm gonna put the link up again in case anybody else want to pop in. There's the link right there in the comment section if y'all want to come on. We would love to hear from you guys. Now, another thing is after gaslighting, substance abuse, right? Substance abuse. Hold on one second.
Somebody that drinks a lot could be a good guy.
You
I'm coming in with the drama. You coming to be nice, lady. Nice. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, yo. You and that girl, y'all be going in. I don't want to hear it tonight. I don't want to hear it.
right.
Now,
I'm not. I was on here earlier.
happy holidays. That's it. I just wanted to put that out there. I want to talk about it. Let's go.
All
So-
right, that's fine.
So here's the thing, right? Here's my thing. Now let's say substance abuse. Miss Christina, have you ever been with anyone who you were dating or whatever, and they having a substance abuse problem?
You know that, Cree.
Yeah, that's right. You have shared that with us. Yep. Me,
It was very hard to be in a relationship with him.
I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. Because first of all, a lot of these substances out here are like demonic. It makes people not be the people they are. But in their mind, some people are taking them because it takes them away from the world, and they don't want to
Like not being
their
in
problem.
reality.
Yes. So it could get like that. And my brother Gaither said, he said, you sound like an introvert, creep. Well, you know what? No, I'm not an introvert. I love being around people and everything. I love talking to people. I mean, I really do. I absolutely love talking to people and being around people. But sometimes it's so much that you start looking for your time of silence or just being alone. It was funny when I started, exploring and being out, without being married. I started mountain biking. And you know me, I ain't gonna go just to no park mountain bike. You know what I'm saying? I always gotta go for the gusto, right? Well, what happened that I remember going in, and the trails that I go to are like professional trails. And what happened with professional trails, I mean, you talking about it could be a drop. It could be like a 20-foot drop. You jumping down, going through creeks, up hills, down hills, rocky, this, that, third. And you can easily go in there and be 40 minutes deep into the woods, right? Imagine that. I remember when I first went, I said, man, I ain't going in there without nobody. Like, I'm going in there with a group. That was my blackness kicking in. I saying Jake. I seen freaking Nightmare on Elm Street and all that stuff. If I hear some I'm gone. So to my point, is this. Is that I became to a point where when I first started going in there, I was like, man, I am not coming in here by myself. And I hope nothing don't happen because I gotta keep up with these boys, or we gotta stay together. We gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? But I got to a point where I was going out, and now sometimes I don't want nobody to go out with me. I want to put my earphones on and pedal and look at all the beautiful trees and the sun coming through the leaves and the lakes and the mountains and all that. I love that. So sometimes I go myself because, especially me, like the business that I'm in, I'm constantly talking to people. And sometimes
That
you
was
got
so beautiful. That was so beautiful when you said the trees and
thank you, bro.
the park, the bunny rabbits.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you, it's beautiful.
It's
And
more than just a mountain bike trip. It's really like therapeutic.
man, who you telling? It healed me a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? So it was, yeah. And Gaither said, "Word, I saw you on IG. Yeah, man, we really go out there and
I see you on IG too. Yo, you go hard. It's for real.
man, I appreciate you guys looking. Yeah, I just try to share. We
And,
can all
I'm not really into it, but I support it because I know that's what you love. That's one of your passions. And
yeah,
you
man.
being the brother that you are, I support that. I like to see it live and in person, and hopefully one day I will be able to.
Man, y'all come down here, y'all will have a blast. One day we should do like a Street Tactics media bus trip, and everybody because we all meet on here,
That'd be
and then
dope.
we all meet in person.
That'd be
So
dope.
Like a tour.
yeah, and the crazy thing about it is that instead of mountain bike riding, well, they have some trails that's deep in the woods, and it's flat, but you are in the woods, like, and you can enjoy everything. But then they have other trails where it's like way over our heads or whatever. But there's like a trip where you could actually you can go on a trip and everybody can hike, walk slow, talk, get to know each other and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of different things. We can do different things. Huh?
In the woods?
Yeah, in the woods, man.
Good.
Canoe, kayak, all that stuff.
No.
Gaither said, put it together. And you know what? While we talk about it, I probably will do that, Gaither. And I'm gonna let you know, brother, because man, we can come down, eat good food. In here, it's a lot of beauty here. They got like a lot of camp and all that stuff. That's what I love, man. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna definitely put it
Christina
together.
and I will come.
Huh? Okay. That it will be
Christina
fun,
will
and you guys, it'll be so awesome. So that's something I'm gonna definitely think about. Now we just went over substance abuse. Let's go to dishonesty. This can include lying or withholding important information, right? Now, let's say lying or dishonesty. Have you guys ever been in a relationship where your mate was dishonest?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we probably all can say yeah to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
It was unfortunate too because I'm a pretty upfront, honest person, so it sucks to have to deal with somebody lying to you. That's kind of rough.
it really is. But let's check this out. Have y'all ever thought about, and I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Have you ever, if you think back on that and that person being dishonest, and this is for everybody in the comment section and everybody on the screen. Have y'all ever thought about, okay, this person is being dishonest, but have I put them in a position to be dishonest? Like, am I too overbearing or non-approachable that they have to lie to me or be dishonest with me? Have y'all ever thought about that?
Nah, because I'm not a dishonest person myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm brutally honest. That's who I am. I'm a brutally honest person. I don't mind telling you the truth, whether it's going to hurt you or not. So I kind of expect to be treated the same way.
Right. And Brother Gaither said respect or loyalty, right? And he asked that he put a question mark behind that.
Both.
Now, yeah, I was going to say both is very important.
Yeah,
Respect
both.
and loyalty.
Yeah.
Those are the people that you can keep in your corner.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
There's
saying?
somebody that goes against the respect and the loyalty. That's betrayal. They can't hang out no more.
Yeah, right. That's breaking all the laws there. But here's the funny thing about that, right? I was told one time that respect has to be earned, and I speak on this a lot on this show as well. Respect does not have to be earned. It doesn't. Respect is given from the beginning. I'm always if I just met you, hey, what's up, Nate? I don't like you.
And I
Why?
ain't like
Why?
you till you earn my respect.
Right. Like, how is that possible? Like, first of all, I'm not gonna respect you now because of what you just told me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, the whole respect came up.
yeah, I'm gonna respect you from the beginning, but if you prove to me that I should not respect you by doing something crazy or whatever, then I'm not gonna respect you. But from the front, I'm gonna respect you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get a chance at first.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you
Yeah.
can
So
lose respect for
I
someone.
never really looked at it like that. That's the truth, though. You supposed to. That's off the top. Now, if you lose that, then that's on you.
right.
But
So
you are deserving of that at first. Yes.
and
You.
that's how I'm
Yeah.
getting. I'm telling you, you'll hear it all the time. Respect is earned. Or, and like I told you, I was told that. No, it's not. And it was funny because the person who I went through a lot of pain. Well, I ain't had to deal with him, but he was the trainer of that person. He was the groomer of that person. He used to say he taught them all of that. Respect is earned. It's not. It's not. But it's funny how I don't respect you. You know,
Right.
there's a lot. I respect everybody, but that fella, I ain't respect him. So,
Right.
but also Gaither said they don't both go hand in hand. No, they don't. Respect and loyalty does not go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? They are two different things. When you're respecting somebody, you're showing them respect. You're it's like you're believing in them. You're opening yourself to them, and it's almost like trust a little bit, right?
Right.
You're gonna trust that they don't prove you
Wrong.
otherwise, right?
Yeah.
But until they do, and boom. But loyalty has a little bit like that too. But they, like he said, they don't run hand in hand. They don't. You know, loyalty has, you are trusting and hoping that somebody will be loyal to you. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, it's hard to find these days though, loyalty from other people. But when you find it, you better recognize that in that person and try to keep that person in your corner.
Right. Right.
Do you think
The other thing,
that love has to be earned?
yes.
Um.
Well, no. It depends on what kind of love.
Yeah, it's
Love,
different. Love.
yeah, love is something you should do in the beginning because if you love your creator tells you to love. He
Yeah.
created you out of love,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
he's
Right.
going to want you. He created all of us. So he don't want us to be evil or mad towards each other. He wants us to love one another, right?
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
there's different levels of love, but the greatest uh type of love is called agape love. That's the greatest love. And but he wants us, he don't want us down here. I mean, he don't want us out here killing each other and being mean to each other, not like that. So Gaither also said and live an action verb. Live an action
I
verb.
think it meant love.
Oh, yeah.
Love.
So
And
um
whatever.
and then also lack of communication. We still on the red flags here. Lack of communication.
Very important. If you ain't got good communication, that can break the whole situation down.
Yep. Thanks,
Like,
Gaither.
like if I'm the kind of person that I want to communicate, I can properly communicate. I know how to communicate, but then I'm dealing with somebody that's not really so good at that. That can make things difficult.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Um, my thing is, so if you think about it, communication should start immediately. That's just like if I was leaving out the house, right? But your mate asked you to take her somewhere. Where? Can you tell me? Can you communicate with me and tell me where we're going? You see what I'm saying? Communication is very powerful. Like it's so you
So you
can't.
mean like they may ask you to take them somewhere, but you supposed to automatically know where to take them?
That's how you know what I've been through it. It was like
That's
what?
crazy.
Can you tell me?
Oh yeah. That's a red flag. Women that think that you can read their
Yeah,
mind.
it'd be like
Red flag. Hey,
like
wait.
I would say, man, can you please tell me where we're going? Because a lot of times we can get into an accident because I don't know where we're going at.
Yeah.
So, and also we're gonna do like maybe two more. Constant criticism. If they're
Oh,
constantly
that's awful.
criticizing you, oh yeah, that's not good.
Oh yeah, that's for the birds. That's a relationship that's just waiting to fall down. Because that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all.
Nah,
That's
it's
hard
not.
for self-esteem too.
Right.
If I was somebody like that and they start talking to me like that, I would it would be over soon, very soon. Because nobody has time for that. When you get to be a certain age, you don't got time for all that.
Nope. I mean, none of us are perfect, right?
No,
So it
but
says constant criticism. This can include regularly putting you down or making negative comments about you, right?
mm-mm.
Who wants
Nope.
to be dealing with somebody who's constantly trying to break you down?
Mm-mm. You don't want to be with nobody like that.
Yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit
Yeah.
much right there. Have you ever been through that, Miss Leslie?
Well, I've watched my sister do it to her husband.
Wow.
I'm not like that. I mean, I feel like you need to build someone up, not tear them down. So.
Right. Where did you think she picked that up from?
Her father.
By chance, y'all have the same father?
No.
Okay.
No,
And
he's my
see,
stepdad.
it's funny because I actually was just talking about this. It may have been yesterday, where how powerful fathers are in a family. We know this, but
Mhm.
sometimes you got to sit down and really think about how powerful he's the leader, he's the head. So you got to make sure you get a good one because
Mm.
he's the one that's going to be leading you and the rest of the family. And remember, you as a wife, you're responsible for picking out a good guy so that if when y'all have a family, that it'll be a protection for y'all kids. So
I
you
mean,
can't.
good luck with that nowadays. Like, good luck with that.
It's hard.
Yeah, good luck with that. You had an easier time back in in my younger years
Right.
than you nowadays.
Well, that's because we still have those traditional roles.
I was supposed to find my wife 20 years ago. I ain't gonna find her now. It's too late.
Nah, yeah,
No, it's never
crazy.
too late.
The rap.
It's never too
Yeah,
late.
you shouldn't quit though, but I understand what you're saying. Nate.
Don't have no high expectations.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, that's real talk.
Yeah. So, also we're gonna touch on one more before we step off. Anger management.
You gotta know how to
Oh, that's
deal
a
with
big
that.
one.
Yeah.
That's a red flag when a dude could flip off and just he don't know how to control it.
Or a female.
Yeah, or female. Yeah, you're right. And the thing about that is that one thing, especially for a man, that's a man's makeup right there to be able to control himself.
Yes.
A lot of times when you get a lot of dudes out here arguing, that's a female trait. When he feels as though he wants to sit there and argue and this and that all the time, that's not really for men. That's for
I never thought of it that way.
huh?
I never thought of it that way.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
way.
mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. These guys don't speak supposed to be arguing and everything. It's okay to take a deep breath and have patience and let it slide and all that stuff. Can you imagine if a lot of look, even like when it comes to the music today, right? And I was talking about this the other day. The music today is so off that a lot of these guys that are doing music today have been feminized a lot. A lot of singing going on. And I know people say, ain't nothing wrong with singing. Them singers in the Bible, singing is good. They're singing too much, way too much. And they're hurt.
They're like R&B, the same R&B we was listening to in the 80s with the Quiet Storm and stuff like that. It ain't the same.
It's definitely not that.
Not even
And-
close.
And there's a difference, though. I'm sorry. Like in Marvin Gaye versus.
Oh yeah. See, that's
singing like that.
real singing. You know, real singing.
Mhm.
I mean, not to change the subject though, but you saying Marvin Gaye, they got a guy out right now named October London. Very good. The closest thing you're going to get with Marvin Gaye today, October London. Check it out.
I think I've heard them before.
Yeah, under Snoop Dogg, under Death Row Records, under Snoop Dogg. Very, very good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check because I think I've heard some of his music. But
Yeah,
but my thing is that like I said, anger management. Don't mess with no cat that's out here in these streets snapping, or no female that's out here snapping. Don't do it. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Those are the cats out here that's unaliving people,
Yeah.
or the women. You know what I'm saying? So
My ex-husband had anger problems.
who?
My ex-husband.
Well,
Sorry.
good
Yeah,
thing.
he would punch the wall to avoid punching me.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. You know what? And you seem like such a sweet person. If he would have put his hands on you, I would have tracked his ass down and did something to him.
Yep.
Oh,
He'd have
wow.
been he would have no longer been Nate from upstate. He'd have been Nate in your state.
Nate the bounty hunter.
Right. So and how about extreme
I don't
jealousy?
like it, man. Nobody deserves that. I don't care who you are.
Right. Now, how about extreme jealousy? Right? Extreme jealousy.
That's
This
not
can
good.
include excessive accusations and monitoring of your interactions. Right.
That's not good either.
Yeah, that's like stalking, and I mean, you got to really watch out.
Or like somebody accusing you of cheating all the damn time. They the one cheating.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't even doing that. You be home 85% of the time, but you cheating.
Right.
You go to work and come home, but you cheating.
Right.
You buying them dinners, you taking them to dinner, you buying them shit, but you cheating. That's a red flag.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely have to, and pay attention to the jealousy. Jealousy is
That's
something
crazy.
else.
Yeah, jealousy.
Like I said, include accusations and monitoring of your interactions. Crazy. Money manipulation, and this is the last one. Money manipulation.
Money
This means
manipulation.
making you feel bad about money or holding what they've spent on you over.
I think money situations are more at hand as far as monitoring if you're married. If you're married, it's different from if you just got a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You got your whatever your income is, whatever their income is. It's different with that.
Right.
So in my case, I would rather just be able to have somebody. They got their own money. They can control their own money, and that's that. Unless you're my wife, there's no need for all the extra stuff.
Right.
That's what I think.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Miss Leslie?
I've never really had to deal with that too much.
Well, that's good.
But
Were you
yeah.
the breadwinner in your household?
No, we made about the same amount of money.
Okay, good. So
It
so
was
he
equal.
handled his thing then, huh?
No,
Oh, dang.
I took care of the money. I took care of the money.
Okay, we got them dog back in the house. Now, my brother Gaither said, more money, more problems. Point period. And our guy Biggie put that out there as well. And it's the truth. The more money you get, the more problems you get.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. It depends on how you rolling with that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I've seen people. I don't know if y'all ever heard about that story about the brother who won. I think it was like $17 million, and he lived in Florida. His name was Ibrahim. You remember that, Shimmy? And that brother.
Yeah, I watched that episode. I watched that episode on Snap, man, because I used to be a binge Snap and Fatal Attraction watcher, and I watched that episode. He trusted that white woman with his money.
Yep. Found him buried inside of new steps at her house.
No way.
Yes, ma'am.
He went, and this is why I said, like,
Wow.
money is just, he had won the money, right? He was at work, went in and bought a ticket just like everybody else. He won the money. When he won the money,
You can't just
his life went down from there. All the cousins and everything came from out of the woodwork. People, of course, I'm your cousin. He was paying off people's bills and mortgages and stuff like that. And the next thing you know, he said, all right, I'm getting tired of this. And then he disappeared. And he just got away, wanted to get away from everything. And then even his mother was looking for him. And his mother said, what did she say? She was like, looking for him. And then, like I said, the white lady pulls up and said, hey, look, I'm the representative for him. I'm managing his money now, blah, blah, blah. And they was looking for him. And she was on, let me just speak to my son. No, he don't want to speak to anybody. But he ended up, like I said, they found him buried in the cement steps. They poured cement all over him and just buried him in the steps. It's crazy.
Wow.
so crazy.
Yeah.
True story.
Well, be careful with whom your energy you share, including your money situation.
Absolutely.
Some people too quick to tell their business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
you got a lot of these people out here that think money can buy them love. Money can't buy you no real love.
Mm-mm.
And you don't want no woman that's just looking for the bag. At least I know I don't.
You be
that
better
goes
off.
back.
Go ahead, shit.
That goes back to my statement of: are you picking based off character or status?
Right.
It should be off character.
Do you have a problem with that saying, Miss Leslie?
Do what?
That don't mean nothing.
Do you have a problem with that saying of what he just said? He said a lot of women pick off a status or what was it, Shimmy?
And
They
character.
pick.
Character or
No,
status.
I agree with that.
I say I take character.
Yeah, I mean that's the way. But most women got more. They go
Have
off
$1 million. You can have $1 million, but if you ain't treating me right, I don't care how much money you got.
right, but that's not how a lot of women.
That's me. It ain't like that. Some people into the bag, and the glamour, and all that stupid stuff. But to each his own.
Right. So
I'm a simple person. I don't care about none of that. Treat me right. That's all I care about. Being treated. I don't care about your money, what you own, none of that crap. Because I got my own, so I don't care.
well, man, you guys, man, my Wednesdays and Fridays won't be right if I don't see y'all or hear from y'all. Straight up. It's all, like I said, it's always a pleasure. Each and every podcast we meet up on, and we only going to get greater. And when I say we, I'm talking about we for real. And I'm telling y'all, I like to work hard. Like I got goals, and I like to work towards my goals and complete my goals. And what we talked about tonight, I want to do that. I would love, Shimmy. I was talking about like everybody, like a nice little trip, and everybody do like a hiking and canoeing and stuff like that. Man, that'll be the truth. I'm telling you. So
I mean, I can use the workout, but I don't know if I.
Hey, look, these guys ain't built for that.
that's why we got the the trail for them. You know, we don't want to do nothing too. Because look, I used to watch a lot of scary movies, and I saw a wrong turn. I saw all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hostel.
Yeah, we make the wrong turn, go down the wrong road, or go down the wrong trail. You screwed.
House on the left. House on the left.
Man, have you ever seen the one from the 70s? Or you saw the new one?
Oh, the
how
new
about
one.
How about the one from the 70s hotel, the Hotel Motel Hell, where they had the people and they had the heads in the backyard in the graveyard. You check into the hotel, but you could never check out. That's from the 70s.
See, I ain't see that one.
Hotel Motel Hell, some shit like that.
Yeah,
They don't make movies like they don't make horror movies the way they used to either. They don't.
Ray say that. It seemed like the ones from back then was more
Yeah,
scarier.
when we were coming up, yeah, they were way more scary.
I'm gonna
How
tell you.
about Jeepers
let me ask you
Creepers?
this. Jeepers Creepers. You know what? I seen a piece of that. It was scary as heck.
It was kind of
Mhm.
creepy.
Let me ask y'all. What was the most scary?
Now this creeper is Carrie. Carrie's the truth.
Let me tell you something. No, you know what? I'm gonna ask each one of y'all. What was the worst horror movie that you watched that you'll never watch again because you were scared?
I don't know if I can say I won't never watch it again, but The Exorcist was like right up there.
Who you telling? No, that is the one. Don't
That is
never
the one.
hear me.
That's the
That's the
one.
one from back in the 70s. Oh yeah,
That's
no.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The original one. Yeah.
The original one? Oh heck no.
Yeah, that's the one.
I definitely can't watch it. I don't even want to hear the sounds from it. It was creepy as I don't know what. Like I would never ever watch that movie again in my life. And you know the girl, she died in a weird way.
Yeah, Linda Blair.
Yes, I don't mess around with no demons, boy.
Yeah. That one is right up there, bro.
What's your worst Miss Leslie?
Salem's Lot.
That's a good one.
I remember that Salem's Lot. Yeah. What about you, Shimmy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I really can't say. Scary movies, I mean, they're scary, but I mean, I would watch them all over again, especially if I seen them once before. But I like movies like Saw. I like the Saw series.
Yeah, see, I ain't even see.
Yeah.
At that point in time, I just gave up on all horror movies. I don't mess around.
What about The Shining?
That's
I
a good
seen that. I don't mess around with that one either.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm good on all of those.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, you know what? Before we step off, I want to send a shout out to everybody who participated in the show. Shout out to my brother Gaither. Shout out to my brother-in-law. Shout out to my baby sister. Shout out to Pokey Sue. Shout out to Miss Christina. Shout out to who else? Got brother-in-law.
Shimmy, why you sitting there with that presidential smile on your face like that? That is so funny.
Because I'm thinking, you know what? I'm thinking about what happened earlier today.
What happened?
When one of my customers came in, and I said, "Hey, Creek, she's single." Then, like 3 minutes later, Yummy Gummy hopped on the page.
Yummy got you mean Pokey Sue?
Pokey Sue, Yummy Gummy, whichever one. I'm all about I'm all about psychology. She never hops on. She fusses through the text. She fusses through the chat. But when I said, "Hey, Creek, she's single," Pokey Sue, Yummy Gummy, whoever, the one that's been married, the one that's been married 3 times to the sleeping with the enemy husband, the one that's been married 3 times to him.
Oh wow.
She hopped on the screen. I never seen no one move that fast with that kind of swift, with that kind of intensity. I never seen that. and Creek let her pop on.
So what she was on hot butter popcorn?
Huh?
No, she was not on. She ain't been on in a month or 2 months. Leslie, am I lying?
What made her do that though?
Because I told Creed I'm gonna hook him up.
Man, no, you didn't say you gonna hook me up. You just said the lady single. Hey,
Hey, look, I'm hooking you up.
nah,
Oh no,
I'm good. I'm straight in at 6 o'clock.
he good.
We
No,
got the,
well, I
Tasha
wouldn't.
Baker, Nicole Harris.
I ain't
What about
into
you,
that.
Shimmy?
Huh?
What about you?
Shimmy a player.
Hooking who up?
You hook yourself up.
Shimmy's a
Oh,
player.
look, you know me. I'm choosing based off status. I don't give a damn about characters. No,
You're off.
no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's here on the screen. I appreciate you guys, man. It's always good to have y'all on, to see you guys every week. Man, great show, a lot of fun, and
Yeah. I ain't been on Mount in a while.
yeah. No, it was good to see you, brother, for real.
Yeah, likewise. Everybody, likewise.
Yeah, so we gonna be back on Wednesday, and you gonna have to jump on too back again, Nate, with the Brutally Honest Rap Show.
Oh yeah. I haven't been on there in a while. I've been kind of wondering when you're going to get some of my favorite artists on there, like Reef Hustle.
Yeah, I was supposed to been having Reef on there.
I politic with a lot of different artists on Instagram, so there's a lot of good artists out there that that can use a good interview from you.
Yeah, shoot them over, and we'll get them up on here. You know what I mean? A lot of times I was supposed to been having Reef Hustle on, but I'm gonna have to reach back out to them. And I know he drive trucks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I talked to him a lot. We developed quite the relationship on IG. Great guy. Great guy.
Very dope artist too.
Very, very much so. Yes. Yes.
I'll see y'all later.
All right. Thanks a lot.
God bless you.
Out, everyone. We will see y'all on the next show on Wednesday.
You're killing me with that smile, my nigga. You got the TV now, man. You killing me.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.